Hello! This video will demonstrate how to embed the DC calendar in the ChargeCo. Let's start with pre-setup. Firstly, we must ensure that the ChargeCo website address is added and available in DC. Let's navigate to the Your Websites page. Here I will add the website that I grant access to embed my widgets. I'll add my ChargeCo website address. I click on the Add Website button and I'll enter my website address. Then click the Submit button. A newly added website is always enabled by default, so I'm done here. Now, I need a calendar widget. I have already created two widgets. One is a card grid and the other is a slider. Both are already published, so they are ready to be installed in my ChargeCo. Let's start with embedding the grid. I will open the Install tab. As you see, we have a few installation options. I will go with the Quick Setup as I found it works the best for ChargeCo websites. What I need to do is to copy the code from this input. Once it's in my clipboard, I can go to my ChargeCo dashboard. For demonstration purposes, I created Events page where I will embed my calendar. I select Edit from these options. And now I'm ready to add my calendar. To do so, I'll add an HTML embed block and select the Code tab. Now, I'll paste the code from the clipboard and save my changes. And here we are. The calendar is now installed on this page. You may notice two things. First is that calendar displays in a narrow section. It's squeezed and doesn't look appealing. Second thing is that it looks slightly different than the one you see in the Display.Church builder. I will address both of these issues. Let's start with the first one. The calendar is too narrow. This is because the ChargeCo theme is narrow, but we can expand that block. We can do this with the custom CSS styles. If you're not tech savvy, don't worry, it's easy. Let's start with adding a class name to our HTML embed block. We can do this in the Settings tab next to the Row ID section. I will name it Display.Charge-Embed. The name is arbitrary and you can type any meaningful name you like. Now, I'll go to the ChargeCo dashboard and open the Design and Themes page. I will add a custom CSS style. This style will make my widget display full width in a page row. I will include this code I'm about to type in the video description so you can just copy and paste it. I open the additional CSS section and create a new CSS class like so. I will name it Display-Charge-Embed, the same as the class name I used a while ago in the HTML embed block, remember? Then what I'm interested actually is the row-content class inside. I will make it width 100% and set the left margin to 0, so it aligns in the center of the row. I will now publish my modifications and go back to my Events page. And click the Save button. And now I can enjoy a full-width auto-synced calendar. Okay, now what about the look of the calendar? It looks different than the Display.Church preview. This is because ChargeCo applies its styles to Embeddable. It might work for you, but if you want to customize it fully with the Display.Church, here's what you need to do. Let's go to the Install tab of our calendar in DC. Below the code we've copied, you can find another code that says that if your website themes uses an aggressive style sheet, that's the solution. I will copy the code and go back to the ChargeCo page editor and update the HTML code in the code section. I'll remove the old code and paste the new one from the clipboard. Finally, I will save the changes. And here it is. Now my calendar uses Display.Church styles and looks the same as in DC Builder Preview. Now let's go one step further and embed another calendar, the slider. I will navigate to the Slider Calendars Install tab and copy the code. And repeat the step of adding an HTML block and paste the clipboard contents. After saving changes, I should see the slider just below the events cards grid. The slider is narrow as the events cards grid in the beginning. In some cases that's fine, but if you'd like to see it full width, add the CSS class name in the Settings tab. That's it. You may repeat this step for any calendar or group widget on any Charge Co page. Good luck!